Brago.
Sorry.
One Piece, chapter 1147, released a while back. And we're here to talk about just a little bit of it. And I gotta ask, now that we've gotten 32 separate volumes of Yamato's Pilgrimage, aren't you glad we finally see Raizo in it?
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Raizo. I really appreciate all the scabbards. I can't wait to see Ashura Doji again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is Izo still on this island as well?
He's still an island.
I mean, technically, Pedro is on this island too. We buried him on the island, Brago. Come on. We buried
Sweet
something
nothingness.
on this island. We have a grave
What
for
a
him.
useless character. What a useless character.
Pedro, Izo, Ashura Doji. They're gone, man.
I even put Ashura Doji and
Yikes.
Izo on different levels than Pedro.
No, Sam, I never liked Pedro. Like, his whole thing with the Nox Pirates, just the whole thing with the eye. Like, I was never a big Pedro fan.
I liked him for a second, I think, because I think he was one of the characters that snuck up on Luffy. You didn't realize. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, and then Luffy said, "Whoa, this guy's crazy.
This guy, I didn't even know he was there."
This Pedro character, he's got to join the crew." He didn't say that, but
whoa.
you know.
You know when you're young, you're like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's one you got to watch out for."
Do you think if a little kid watches One Piece, they'd be like, "Whoa, Pedro, this guy's tough."
I'm sure. Oh, listen, I'm sure people say that. It's like you gotta think about the random characters that have moments where people are like Carrot. You know, because
Carrot had a good showing.
Zoro Slash.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, whoa, who's this gal? Who's this bunny?
And then at that point in time, you don't even know if Carrot's going to be a big character, right? Because it was just, is this just a random mink? Like over here dodging Zoro's attack.
Fodder?
Anel Lightning. It's like, no, it's just Carrot.
I mean, early on, Hawkins. Act 1.
Okay, Act 1 Hawkins. I was about to say, pre-time skip Hawkins was kind of cheeks, but I still liked him a lot. I think he had potential, but yeah, Act 1 Hawkins was crazy, man. Bro.
He was crazy. He's boxing with Law. He boxed with Luffy and Zoro. Act 1 Hawkins, man. He had high expectations for Act 1 Hawkins. I'm trying to think who else I had high expectations for early. Does Smoker count pre-time skip? Does that count?
Smoker pre-time skip clashing with Fire Fist Ace? The 2nd Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates? Yeah, dude. Smoker got so much clout for that. It was insane. And then Ace was like, Smoker, like we could go on forever at this rate.
This is never gonna end.
It's like Jinbei, right? Ace was fighting Jinbei for 10 days, man. That could have been Smoker. Could have been Smoker.
Rookie Ace. 5 days. Rookie Ace. I think that's a smear on Jinbei's name. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey yo, argue with Oda.
That's a smear. 5 days, rookie. Come on, Jinbei. Just pour some water on him.
Yeah. And Jinbei was fighting Ace by the ocean too. Like, how'd that not
by the ocean
end quicker?
Maybe that's like a testament to how strong Ace is. Ace was. Oh.
Yeah, Ace, he gets a lot of hype post-mortem. It's kind of insane how that happens.
I think he's become underrated. I think a lot of people don't view him as highly. Because you know what the meta is now? It's hockey. And it conquers hockey and controlling it. We did not see Ace who conquers hockey ever since he was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, he can't show it after we've seen him have conquers hockey because he's dead. And then, of course, through time skip, we don't see hockey at all. I mean, with Ace, I think what he needed was just one really good W.
And he didn't have that.
He didn't have that.
Like I said,
he beat Hanafuda, but that's like an SBS thing.
That's kind of
got the novels, but that's the novel.
We have no idea how strong Hanafuda was, so it's just like it just feels useless. But it's kind of like how Ace is viewed perception-wise. Like if we had a top 50 draft right now, or like a draft, a One Piece draft, how high would Ace go all time?
I've seen a lot of top 30 lists, and Ace is not even on them. Not even mentioned.
I guess for a lot of them, they do like only alive characters.
I've seen it on the dead ones. Like, there's Roger,
Yeah.
Whitebeard, and
Oh, top
Ace
30.
is-
He's not.
Ace is
He's
gone,
not top
bro.
30 dead or alive. No, he's not top 30
Yeah.
dead or alive. I don't think he's top 50 dead or alive.
That's sad, isn't it?
It's sad considering I think he should be because not the SBS, his novel reveals that he had hockey and all different stuff, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense considering that he told Smoker this is never gonna end. Like if he had hockey, like it should end.
Yeah, it should have
it's
ended
crazy.
pretty quick, actually.
Should've ended.
I mean, hell, Smoker didn't have hockey back then, did he? I mean, maybe he did.
So it's like,
Maybe he did. We didn't see it, but
no, he didn't.
yeah, it's tough, man. Rest in peace, Ace.
But he had his jitsu.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He could have just smacked Ace in the throat with that.
Yeah. I thought that was so broken back in the day. I was like, that's cheating, bro.
When I saw that, I kind of wanted, kid me wanted Zoro to have a sea stone sword. Well, that'd be crazy, though. I mean, of course, like, you got hockey now, but imagine like Zoro versus Enel with sea stone swords. Yeah. Different.
I wanted somebody to like just have sea stone, like a sea stone ship.
Yeah. Or like a sea stone. They do have sea stone bullets, but like bring them back, We don't see those that often anymore.
Yeah, I want him to curve the bullets.
Ooh, like Wanted style?
Like Wanted.
That was a good movie.
Pretty good movie.
He dies in the end, though, right? Or was it the girl that dies?
Angelina.
Yeah, I remember she died, and I was like just really sad because she was like the only reason I watched it.
She did the
around the table, right?
Around the table. And
yeah, and then it came right back around. She could have dodged it, to be fair.
She did it was on purpose.
Okay, hey, it's been a long time. I forgot why she stood there, but I remember. I just didn't want her to die. Okay, I wanted her to live.
Wanted, if I remember correctly, is a 2008 movie or 2010, something like that, right?
Yeah, it's like 15 years ago. It's been a minute, dude.
Yeah, 2008. That's when it came out. So, yeah, that was a long time ago. Which is crazy. It doesn't feel like that long, but
it's in the past. It's in the rearview mirror.
Rear. Jeez.
So
now I want to watch it.
Yeah, with Yamato, we've talked to hell and back about like what's going to happen by the end of this, and I talked to a good friend Dak Sake about where he thought this might go, and he had a crazy theory that Yamato might end up joining whoever shows up here in Wano. Whether it's like Buggy, Blackbeard, Shanks is a weird one. I don't think he's coming here, but like, what do you see by the end of Yamato's journey? Do you think she'll set sail by herself? She'll stay in Wano, or do you think she will just fight or join a pirate group, kind of like Odin, right? Because Odin, before he joined Roger, he joined like a rando pirate group. It was some guy named Whitebeard, I think. Odin joined him for a while.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yamato. I don't think that Yamato joins a pirate crew. I think by the end of it, Yamato has her own journal and her own stories and her own, a log, right? I think she'll have that. Joining a pirate crew. Okay. Let's say she joins a pirate crew after this pilgrimage is over.
Yes.
Okay, Yamato, what did we learn? Like, I guess she could become more enlightened where she's like, I now realize Momonosuke doesn't need me. I can set off on my own. But just be like, it would need development that I don't think we've gotten from Yamato. And I don't think we're getting it. It'd be dope, but I don't think we're getting it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's just tough because, this is a cover page story, right? We don't have dialogue. We don't have multiple panels. It's hard to flesh out characters in these single pages.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate Yamato. I think I hate the discourse around Yamato.
I mean, you're one of those people who believed that Yamato was going to join the crew, and I was right there with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely believed it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the reasoning for her not joining, but I'm happy now she didn't.
She falls in the same line as Vivi, where, people are like, oh, Vivi's already a part of the crew, Sai. It's like, well, if we're using that, then I mean, Momonosuke, Yamato, Kinemon, they're all a part of the crew
Honorary
too.
Straw Hats.
Yeah, they're honorary Straw Hats.
Yamato, I mean, I would have liked her in Egghead just because it's so much. Imagine going from Wano to Egghead. It's such a culture shock. Right?
Yeah.
Like so primitive. You're around literal dinosaurs all the time. Your dad is a caveman. And now you go to Egghead. Where like food is made from machines. As you got
Yamato would have loved it.
It would be like you'd have an amazing opportunity to kind of flesh out her character and have her establish her identity in Egghead, or the beginnings of it, right?
Yeah, because that's something Odin wasn't around to see too.
Right, he didn't get to experience these things. So her going from Wano to this fantastical world of Egghead, but then the danger there, but then going to Elbaf, she would have a blast. But
Oda didn't pull the trigger.
No, but think about Yamato on this crew with Jinbei. It's just so many people. It's like things get messy. Things got really messy. So I'm happy she didn't join.
I kind of wish Yamato joined. I still think there is like a 1% chance until we get that last member, in my opinion. I think it's not 0, but it's like 1%. You Luffy did drop the line saying, hey, like, if you want to join, like, we will go out of our way to pick you up. So, like, that line, I think, was very intentional, but we'll see, right? As far as Yamato being on Egghead, I think I would have been just curious to see how things would have changed. Like, Jinbei got put on box duty. Jinbei was the, quote, newest member. Really strong guy, box duty. Yeah. Would Yamato have been delegated to a role like that too? Or could you see Yamato maybe fighting, like Rob Lucci, or maybe like stepping in for Kizaru for a second? Because Yamato did not care about admirals. I mean, Green Bull showed up, Yamato was swinging. So there's a very good chance that maybe Kizaru would have been like, what the hell is this? Like, what is going on?
The tough part is Yamato is ignorant to what admirals are.
Yeah.
So
the lack of fear of an admiral.
It's fear, it's ignorance.
Yeah.
So I think something that, you kind of have to learn about is the world government and how they enforce things, how they maneuver, how they operate, and that you can't fight your way out of everything. So I mean, that would have been amazing to kind of see Yamato trying to figure all that out. But also, I think what you do is, if Yamato is there, you have to have additional
Marines.
Yeah, not just fodder though. It had to be like people, like significant people to have it to offset, because Yamato is really powerful. So I can see like a spar with Kizaru, right? He brings somebody else for her to spar with. But things would be, like you said, a lot different.
It's tough because like it's what you said, right? Like Zoro's fighting Lucci at that point. Sanji went down there with the Gorosei, and he was over here hitting Nasujuro in the chin. And it's like, if we add Yamato in, like, that'd be a lot. Like, we would need either a God Knight, I don't know, maybe Jabra from CP0. Like we would need like one more villain else to just stall her off.
Right, because again, Yamato is very strong, but
or
I think just what I would love to see is like her enjoying the differences of Egghead and Wano, because they're so stark.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, maybe, or we could do this where we boost up the characters that were already on Egghead. Like, maybe we make your guys a lot stronger, our guys a lot stronger, the 9 VAs. The 9 VAs they could be like a pinnacle of power. Like, like Odin and the 9 Scabbards, Yamato and the 9 VAs. That fight would be legendary.
I don't think that's ever happening, sorry.
Yamato versus 9 Vice Admirals. You think Yamato wins?
Should.
I'm playing it out in my head right now. Okay, Yamato hits there. Red King hits there.
She should, but I don't think. I think it may be a situation where Oda could justify her not, but I think she should. Vice Admirals? Yeah.
I mean, Frankie did one-shot one. Bonnie one-shotted. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them got one-shotted. Yeah, I guess
you get
Yamato
to like
does
Doll
win.
and, you know, but I think she's stronger than Doll. So,
you know what I really wish we got? I wish we got some Doberman hype.
he was just there on the ship, right? Just
Yeah, and then Saturn like blew his head off.
he died. You think is he dead?
Oh no! I don't think he's dead, but
Yeah.
Saturn exploded his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't deserve it.
I mean, like some Doberman hype would have been great, some Doberman context, but I mean, you know, it could be coming.
Yeah, one day. Maybe Doberman leads the revolution. He's like, hey guys, I don't like the Gorosei anymore, man. Saint Saturn, I brought him food, I talked to him, I gave him the lowdown on the reports, and he attacked me. I'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah, I'd probably give up some trade secrets as well.
Yeah, I'd start leaking stuff to Big News Morgans, right?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I know what this is, but I'm not saying that, you know?
Yeah. So this is what happened Tuesday with the Marines. You know, just dropping bits and pieces here and there. So on to the chapter. We'll just like touch a couple of parts of it real quick. But Saul knows about Sommers. I think that's pretty damn cool, right?
Yeah.
Like a VA knowing him. Awesome.
I like that.
Also, he knows that he's immortal, which I wonder how often they flex immortality. Like, do you think the God Knights are just over here tanking attacks and just showing off? Because that'd be kind of cool. Like, I don't know, there's a God Valley situation, and he's like, hey, guys, hit me. Won't do anything. That sounds like something they would do. The hubris.
Yeah. It could be somewhere where, like, you know, he was frequenting, he heard about it. It probably will be something that, as we go on in the story, is going to be like a rumor that's always been around out in the world.
Yeah.
That God Knights are immortal. Right?
That'd be crazy.
That they don't die, right? It's just something that people just know, and that adds to the people's fear of the God Knights, that they don't die. They are immortal. So it's tough. It's tough to say, but I think that's what it could be.
Yeah, I just think it would be odd if the entire world, not knew, but had rumors that the God Knights and the Gorosei were immortal. Like for Saturn, for example, right? Like we saw him 200 years ago. He's really old, and we know that the Marines have pictures of Saturn. The Marines have pictures of Saturn on the wall, and it's like, wait, like nobody's questioned why Saturn is still around after all of these years? Because like imagine you, right? Like, Brago, you're in history class. You learn about George Washington, one of the founding fathers of America. And then he's walking by you at Walmart. It's like, wait a minute. Like, this, the time doesn't add up, right? Like, wouldn't that be a little bit, like, I'd start asking questions, man. Like, wait, why is George Washington here?
Hey, that's not George Washington. That's Tupac.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's hiding out. Yeah, the Rumor Town is kind of an interesting route, but I agree. I feel like Oda could just slip that in. Like, yeah, this is, some people talk, and that's what's been in the grapevine for a while.
And that's how it is in One Piece too, where it's just like things don't come up and things don't matter until they do. So,
Yeah. And then we'll just learn that the Straw Hats never learn that information, which happens a lot, right?
Right. I think it's crazy. What's still crazy? When they were reading the newspaper.
Oh, with Robin?
Robin's like, oh man, there's some big names and stuff going on. Luffy's like, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah. And then remember when they were reading the newspaper afterwards and they're like, Luffy's poster looks really weird. Does he always have that X on his arm? And obviously that's Vivi. And it's like, okay, so if they don't know about the X, then that means that they never talked about Vivi and Alabasta. Like, sometimes
those
it's like,
conversations didn't come up.
They talk about things off screen, but sometimes they just straight up don't, right? It's like whenever it's convenient, which is fair.
Yeah, so it's
stories.
It's just, it's one of those things that it feels annoying in the moment, but it's just like, kind of is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You got to roll with the punches. So
gotta accept it for what it is now.
We talked about Brook and Gunko over on your channel, and we pretty much covered all of it. But there is one thing I wanted to bring up, though. I forgot to touch on this, but after Brook turns down Gunko, Gunko kicks him, and we have a panel where Gunko grabs her heart.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
So the first my first kind of theory on it was like, okay, it could be just Gunko being upset and hurt because she's kicking her idol, right? But then it was like, well, she's been using her powers a lot.
Oh,
Is there starting to be a limit on these powers? Is Oda kind of putting like giving us like an opening in regards to like how these people and these different monsters can possibly be damaged or how you wear them down, right? So that's something I thought about. I think it's mostly about her and Brooke's connection.
yeah.
That's why it kind of hurt her. It literally hurt her heart. But yeah, I think that would be it.
Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at, too. I think logically it just hurt her heart to kick a Brook. But it's funny that we also get the ugh sound effect, too, right? It's not like she just grabbed her heart. She's like, ooh. It's like, whoa, whoa.
It actually hurt her, right?
Yeah.
Because it came right after the kick, I'm like, all right, it has to do something with Brooke. If it's like she's now feeling, the effects of using her devil fruit so much, I don't know.
Yeah. What if it's like regeneration? Like she just got the immortality, she got the regeneration abilities, and now this is like the downsides of it. It's kind of like the flu shot, right? You take a flu shot, now you're immune to the flu, but you're also going to get the flu possibly in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Like it could be like one of those things. Like what if the next time we hit her, she can't regenerate, or and that could be because of either a drawback to her powers, or it could be because she is heartbroken. Maybe heartbreak is what really is making her lose focus, and she can't keep up the regeneration anymore. I don't know. Like she turned off the passive for a second.
Well, one thing we're gonna need is answers, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to the Gorosei, the God Knights, the regen, I'm not gonna go as far as to call it a gimmick. But we're at the place now where I'm thinking, okay, so how do we get around it?
Yeah.
How do we eliminate something like this as a threat? Do we just kind of fight around it? Is it just going to be used as a stall tactic? It kind of then starts to feel a bit weird. But if we start to unlock the reasonings behind it here, I think it could be good.
Yeah.
I think it worked.
People are saying that either Scopper is going to show us how, which I think me and you both agree with. Another route people have been bringing up is that since they're Devil Fruit users, can we just throw them in the water? We haven't seen that. We've never seen an opponent lose by going in the water and just not coming back up. Do you think there's a reality where that happens?
Oh. Weren't the Gorosei in the water?
Gorosei or the God Knights, yeah.
They were in the water, right? The Gorosei was like literally in the water. And then that's the thing, we don't even know if it's like real, like regular devil fruits.
Yeah, so the Gorosei you're talking about is Saturn. I think Emeth, or it was either Saturn or Warker, but Emeth hit one of them. It looked like they were going to the water, and then the next time we see them, they're out of the water. So like we're like missing that in between. But I think the consensus was that like one of the Gorosei kind of possibly survived it. But yeah, it's iffy. And then like you said, like we don't know how they got these. Like what if it's the same thing with Ginny, right? Ginny got experimented on, and then boom, Bonnie has a devil fruit. What if it's the same way like that? Like we don't even know if Bonnie was sinking in the War Medi, but the War Medi was a little bit weird. So I think we need to experiment a little bit. We should dunk Bonnie. Oh, Chinese water torture. Just drop her in some water, hit her in the head with some bullets and stuff. Yeah.
Why are we doing that to Bonnie?
I mean, the God Knights aren't volunteering. Yeah, so experiment with Bonnie and water, see what happens, and maybe we can draw some conclusions from that.
That's crazy, but I'm with you.
Yeah, we gotta know, man. We gotta know
answers. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah, so
that's insanity.
Next thing we got are the Real Housewives of Elbaf coming out. and running wild. Doroi, Brogy, all the giants, man, they can't beat their wives, their moms, their daughters. The girls are going nuts. These women would beat the gorilla, bro. Holy hell.
I mean, yeah. I mean, those are grown women, right?
Women.
The gorilla stands no chance against those. Heck. I mean, bro, I get it. Like, you don't want to hit your mom and your wife, and you don't want to do all that. So, bold strategy.
It's a good strategy. Do you think that the giants will man up and beat their wives, or do you think there's gonna be a different solution?
Manning up and beating your wife is crazy.
Nightmare version wife, dream wife. Sorry, yeah, gotta throw in the stipulations, right? Gotta add the nuance,
give the context a little bit.
The context, yeah. Gotta flesh it out.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so. No, I don't think
what do you think?
Beat their wife.
You think they're just gonna lose until these monsters are gone?
Possibly, but beating their I don't see Oda doing that.
Yeah, maybe could you imagine Dory and Brogy just punching one of these ladies?
Yeah, it's just a bad look.
Brogy, hold her down while I hit her.
That's crazy. Like having a chokehold.
Yeah. Maybe spitting out the alcohol earlier was a bad idea. Maybe they should have kept it in. Would have helped him in this fight.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that's bad, bro.
No, that's bad.
A theory I got is that maybe the real wives come out. Like the wives of Dory, Brogy, Oibo. Like the real women come out and they beat the nightmare versions of themselves. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be interesting. It's just about time when we have time for that.
Yeah, I mean it could be like a 1 or 2 page thing,
something like the Ice Oni stuff. You resolve that.
Yeah, like maybe we get like a panel where a lady is screaming like, "Husband, what are you doing? Why are you not beating this woman?" And then they just attack. It could be like your favorite scene from Avengers, right? Endgame, where all the women come out and just show off for a little bit.
I'm not gonna go as far as to say ruin the movie, but I felt the entire theater at the time collectively roll their eyes. It's like,
yeah, it was too forced. It was too forced.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not rocking. Nah, I hate that moment so much, bro. I'm talking about when I saw it, it was one of those where it's you could feel it coming.
Yeah.
Right? Where it's just okay. This, you have this, and then when it happened, it was when the person I was with somebody and I looked over, they looked over, it was
yeah, I remember I was watching with my wife and I looked over at her and she looked at me and she kind of sunk back. I don't even think it felt good for, women in general. Maybe it did, but
no,
I haven't heard a single girl say they loved that moment. That moment really just put them, 10 years plus in humanity. I've never heard that before. That's not a thing.
Because it's I think it's a situation where it's almost like you're tossing them a bone,
Yeah.
It's here. Inclusion. You
want representation? Here you go. 2 minutes.
They're interviewing the director about hey, how do you feel inclusion in Marvel? Well, one of the biggest films in our history, we carved out time, right? Carved out time to have each and every single woman that was there at the same time. We felt like that was important. That was important for the people to see, to know that women will not be left behind and that when they're together, they can accomplish great things. So I think we did that with this film.
The craziest part is that a lot of the women were already super strong without that moment. And that moment just made them look even weird. It made them look weird. And the thing is, too, imagine they framed it like this. So today we're bringing in all the women into the office. The guys are going to go off on vacation and party for the next week, but we're going to bring y'all in here. We're going to work on this. Yeah, it's
done.
When you try to be too inclusive, it kind of has the opposite effect, I think. Especially when
Yeah,
it's forced
feels-
like Marvel.
Feels forced. Yeah.
Yeah,
feels
when it's forced,
It
it's
feels-
like, ooh. Ooh.
No. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
Terrible moment.
Terrible moment. But here in Elbaf though, it could work because you know, it makes more sense.
Yeah, it could work. It
Yeah.
could work. Don't want it, but it could work.
So Sommer's dragon, his dragon snake vine thorn thing. It's pretty cool, right? You like it?
I mean, yeah, I like everything about Summer so far.
He reminds me of one of our favorite characters in fiction, the first Hokage. Why'd you laugh? Hashirama! This battle will be legendary! Dude, Madara is so funny, bro.
I didn't like Hashirama that much.
I don't like Hashirama, but I love the Hashirama in Madara's mind.
Like the perception of Hashirama.
Yeah,
versus
dude.
What you actually saw.
Yeah, Madara lived its entire life just thinking about that battle, bro. He just had flashbacks over and over and over about fighting Hashirama. Even have his damn cells in his body and everything.
Is this true equal?
Dude,
You know?
he's the #1 Hashirama glazer.
Now that I think about it, Naruto or Kishimoto, very bold strategy. Very, very bold strategy to have the final war bringing back legends like Madara and Hashirama in the same arc and calling it like this war. That's
Dude, the One Piece equivalent would be bringing back Roger and Roxy's
and
back,
Whitebeard.
bro. What?
yeah. But remember, bring back like old
We can bring back
Kage.
too.
Bring back Whitebeard, Roger.
Ryuma.
Like it's so many people coming back. You're bringing Shiki in.
Okay.
Nah.
Anel.
And then it's like you have to nail it, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you put like all those ingredients there, it's really expensive ingredients.
We literally got people we haven't even heard of before, like with the first Raikage. We got Mu from the Sand Village. It's like, who? Like, I've never heard of these guys before.
Yeah.
Hanzo, the legendary ninja.
It's like people just kept coming out of woodwork. It's like, oh, they're associated with the Lee Village. But I'm like, what the hell?
Who are these guys?
Okay. Like doing that, that's,
would you want One Piece to do that?
Crazy.
If you knew that in your mind, like, let's say in this hypothetical, it was executed well, or at least to the same level as Naruto, which Naruto, it was kind of 50-50. I wish the war was a little bit more dragged out. I think we needed more time with other characters, but either way,
yeah.
If it was done decently, would you want old dead characters in One Piece to come back for the final war?
I wouldn't.
No. You want to be like only the current gen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, the old guys just coming back out of nowhere.
But let's say in the hypothetical, it made sense. Like, let's say there's like a reanimation jutsu here.
Animation is silly.
Ito Tensei was that technique did not have a lot of sacrifice to get that job done. They just spammed that ability 24/7, bro. I was crazy.
Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. Again, when you bring back the legends of the past,
they brought back Prime Nagato, bro.
It's disrespectful, man. It's so disrespectful to the legacy. So, bro.
But some of them liked it.
Some of them are cool. Like I don't want to. I want to like down it because some of it is cool, especially some of the interactions. Like, oh man, but no.
I like how I remember in Naruto. What was fun was some of the Edo Tensei guys. They were like, "Hey, like, you're gonna have to try hard if you want to beat me. Like, this is my weakness. I'm telling you guys to do this. Please, just put me down again." I forgot who it was. It was the guy with the giant clam. He said, "Hey, this is an illusion. Don't hit this. I'm over there somewhere." And then like they just start dying, and he's like, "Bro, I'm telling you guys how to beat me." That's so good. Like, imagine we had that with like Roger. Like, guys, like, I got a bad hip. Zoro, if you hit me right here, this is gonna hurt. It's just funny, bro.
I don't want to do that. I'm gonna avoid that hip on purpose.
Yeah, I gotta prove I'm strong.
But
oh man, some good stuff.
That's insane.
So yeah, Summers has Hashirama Snake, some cool stuff. We got the kids get introduced, right? We got Ylva, Skaldi, Olav, Karin, Mag, Ronja, Bent, Joanna, and Bjorn. Who do you like the most?
It's between Ronja and Joanna.
You do not like Ronja.
You know what she said?
I know what she said. I'm looking at it.
Don't worry. It'll all work out. To be probably the youngest here, she looks like the youngest. All is crumbling around her. She's still like, don't worry.
Hack this up.
It'll all work out. Oh my God.
No, dude, it's blind optimism. It's blind optimism. No.
Love Ronja. Love Ronja. And the reason why I like Johanna as well, like, she has that morbid, we got Bent, like, mommy's going to yell at me. And she's like, at least you have parents.
Yeah, I like Joanna.
And she got black horns.
She got that ancient giant blood, dude.
She got the ancient giant blood. I'm like, okay. So I think the stars of the stars that are going to show up next are Ronja and Johanna.
I don't know about Ronja, but Joanna I believe in, and same with Skaldi. Skaldi looks like a young giant Sabo. Sort of. I mean, he's got the grit, right?
Yeah. He does. But nah, Ronja and Johanna. What about you? What's your favorite kids?
I like Joanna, Skaldi. I like Karin too. Karin's the depressed one. I always have the worst of luck. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, these kids there's something else. Oda took the time to like really introduce them, and they all had at least one thing to say. Do you think they'll get kidnapped? Do you think the God Knights will be successful now?
It's so tough. I'm gonna say it depends.
Yeah.
Right? Because for a while I was like, back in Wano, Momonosuke's not getting kidnapped. What? No way.
And then he easily got kidnapped by Kanjo.
Easily.
Wait, how about this? No Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Loki. Let's say the people in the underworld stay in the underworld. How about that?
Oh, does he get kidnapped then? Yes.
Okay, so if no Monster Trio, no Loki, they get kidnapped.
Yep, I think
even with Scomper here?
Yeah.
Huh? I can see it.
Yeah. Unless Scomper teaches the technique to hurt them, then no.
I love that we just automatically assume it. Scomper, he just has to teach people how to do it. It makes sense. It
just makes sense to kind of give him some importance, some credibility. Not credibility, because he's a Roger pirate. But even if he can't do it, he knows of someone who knows of a technique or heard about it or something. It's like some way to just figure it out. Now Oda may save that, but
yeah, we need it. I wonder what it's gonna be like. It could be like a sprinkle of water, like in Film Red, where people had buckets of water and they just threw it on Luffy, and Luffy couldn't do anything. It could be like a Thriller Bark.
Crazy.
That was nuts. It was nuts. It could be like Thriller Bark, where Brook throws salt in the zombies' mouths, and ooh, their shadow came out. Could be like that.
It's a lot of possibilities. But
yeah.
That was crazy. Film Red, that ticked me off.
Dude, I forgot about that. It was I think Par was like, I don't like that scene where Luffy got weak, and I was like, what? I guess I just forgot. I erased it from my memory.
Yeah,
but
it's a very small, minuscule scene.
Yeah, it was like 2 seconds where Luffy was gonna do something, and then somebody threw a bucket of water on him, and he just dropped.
He's like,
dude.
I'm like, what?
Yo, imagine a bounty hunter squad, and they just carry water guns, and they just beat Luffy right there. I don't know,
didn't like
man.
how that was framed at all. That's all it takes. No.
Hey, Oda wrote it. Oda was there.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Oh
Hated
man.
it. That's crazy.
So Yarl, does Yarl immediately fold to the God Knight demands, or do you think he'll fight back a little bit? Because for some reason they put Yarl in charge, bro. You know, Somers knows this guy by name. Yarl was surprised. He was like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Me? I think King Harold might have yapped about this dude, bro. I don't know.
Does Yarl fold right away? Yes.
You think so?
Yeah. I think he folds. Because I think he could be part of the selling out to the world government, the Marines.
Yeah. Maybe he knew about Harold's plan, or Harold's plan. Which, who knows even what that is, right? Like, Harold, one minute it looks like he's helping him, the next minute it looks like he's undermining him, so we'll see, dude. I think, with how the kids are going right now, they're about to walk right past the village and Yarl. I think if he doesn't fold right now, he'll try to fight. But the minute those kids start walking on in the village onto the ship, I think he quits it. Like, yo, like we're good.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's just like it's been preserved for so long. It's like, what does he say? Oh, tell everybody, I messed up. I was hiding information. Harold was doing this, Does he put all of it on Harold? When he, maybe he's still involved with them.
And then with Yarl, like, the thing is that even if Yarl says, no, we're not going to do it, the parents are freaking out too, right?
Yeah.
The parent, like, imagine you're a part of this group and then Yarl's like, yeah, we're not going to save those kids. And you're the dad. You're like, whoa.
Hey, man, we got to do something.
My son's there. Like, I know, we can try to fight, but
something.
my God.
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, I'd probably crumple. I mean, I think it's one of those things where you try to fight the God Knights, but the minute you try to fight them and you go down, it's like after it's like the gorilla thing, right? Like after 10 people go down, I think your will to fight goes down too. It's like, okay, maybe we just say yes.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be like, even with the gorilla thing, I was like, yo, we need motivation. There has to be some motivation for people.
Yeah.
Or it's, people are like, why am I doing this? I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So last thing now, people have been talking about this. I think it's nothing.
Hold on.
I think it's nothing. But Robin, at the very end of this chapter,
the
eyes, yeah. They're like, yo, Robin whipped out the double layer.
I did not notice it until like after the fact, a couple of days later. I'm like, why is there so much focus on Robin's eyes? It's like, oh, okay. After I saw it, I just thought it was like a stylistic choice.
Is that what you still think right now?
I don't want to think further than that because this could mean very serious implications. Like, is she connected to Emu? Is she being possessed? Can she possess?
I mean, and then it brings back like Caribou and Mihawk too, because they have those eyes as well. And same with Hakuba.
Right. So it's just like, what does it mean? Or it could not mean anything, and we just like chasing our own tail.
Exactly. I think that's the scary part. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think it's anything right now. Like, I need to see it more. Like, if we go next chapter and she has it in the entire chapter, okay, that's when I'm gonna start like really thinking about it. But right now, I think it's just like a stylistic thing, like you said. And this isn't the first time we've seen Robin with these eyes too. Like, she had this back in Alabasta. Nami's had these eyes before. Like, whenever characters are angry, sometimes Oda just does that double layer thing, man. So that's why I'm if you type in Robin double layered eyes, like, you'll find multiple panels of her with these eyes outside of Elbaf. I had them in a little folder because I used them in a video. I was like, hey guys, like, I get it. Like, it's exciting. If it is something, I'm down for it, but we need more.
Yeah.
We need more than just one panel.
Yeah, we need a lot more. We
Yeah.
gotta figure it out. But nah, I don't. That crazy. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, like an
It
Alabasta
could just be
against
her eye,
Tashigi.
like, yeah. It's hard to say.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, like you said, if this is true, the implications are wild, man. Like maybe I doubt it, but maybe she like hails from like a royal bloodline. Or
Robin?
just yeah. I mean if this is a thing, you know, like then
Right,
we'd have
right,
to
right,
explain
right.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly.
But and
Possibly.
then would that also say something about like Mihawk and all the other characters that have it too?
I think for Mihawk it might be something, but otherwise I think it could just be a stylistic choice. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. Because it could be really important. It could be leading us to like different things. I'm sure some people are gonna make that speculation, but
We could be going back to like Naruto, bro. Like, you know, eye powers are becoming a thing. People would hate that in One
yeah.
Piece, though. I don't know. Actually,
I like the
I love eye powers, but do you think the One Piece community would receive it well if we got them?
it depends on who it is.
Multiple
depends on who it
characters.
is.
Multiple characters, multiple different eyes. Kind of like how there's like a Rinnegan,
So like a Rinnegan,
Byakugan.
Byakugan,
Yeah, like all those. Sharingan.
People hate it because it would feel like a carbon copy. If
Yeah.
you call it something different. I think people hate it. Some people love it, but I think people hate it.
Yeah. So, Robin, people are saying that Scopper might teach her hockey. How do you feel about that? Like during all these battles?
No.
No?
It'd be cool, but okay. She could be the one to pick up on the fact that Scopper knows how to defeat the Gorosei.
And then she like copies him.
She copies it, and then she can like pass that information on like Jinbei, Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, etc. You know,
Yeah.
she
I
could
like
be the
that.
one to do that.
What about
Yeah, but I don't think
Awakening?
Scopper like teaching her hockey here.
Mid
It's just like
battle.
the mid battle, like that's how this is. No.
Yeah, dude, imagine how disrespectful that would be to the God Knights. Like, I don't think
What?
we've seen a character train mid battle against a named character like that should be strong. Or like when Luffy trained and got
Luffy.
Ryuo. I mean,
Other than Luffy, like in Whole Cake Island, where he ran away and he was like, "Oh, I gotta unlock Future Sight." Oh.
yeah, but he didn't train. Like that was still like, you know, that was a respectable battle though. I meant like actually like you have a mentor with you in the ring and you learn something from him.
Nah, that's new.
Like that happened with like Ryuo, but Luffy was fighting fodder. So, you know, can't say the God Knights are fodder like that.
No, you definitely can't.
Yeah.
Definitely can't.
So awakening though, do you think Robin can awaken? Or do you think she should awaken actually? And if she does, what would that even look like? People are saying
Robin
clones.
Awakening. I think clones. An awakening.
Like, does she turn the ground into her body? Cause that'd be
Being able
weird.
to control it freely.
Yeah, she's got the Hana Hana no Mi, so the flower,
Right.
bloom fruit. I mean, using it here in Elbaf where you're on a giant tree branch, like that could go kind of hard.
Possibly. I feel like you said, clones make sense. And kind of using her devil fruit to enhance her capabilities already. It's so awakening. Because she's already affecting her not affecting her surroundings, but she's like can seamlessly
Spawn in
anywhere.
things. Yeah.
Right? So it could be a situation where like awakening could be spawning on things you can't.
Okay.
You know, like it's just a feel and like experience. But it's hard. That's difficult.
What if she could like
That's
spawn inside of somebody's body?
That's crazy.
Like grab their heart and just, you know? Would that be too yeah, that'd be too broken. And I don't think Robin would like outright kill somebody like that too.
I just watched JoJo and it's like a something similar. It's like they go into your brain and
They just
do
infiltrate it.
yeah, just insane, crazy stuff.
Yeah, Robin Awakening's a
tough.
tough one. Like everybody else, I think you can at least come up with a couple of ideas, but for Robin, it's just clones maybe, and that's it.
It's not much.
Yeah, but I think that's why it's so interesting.
Right. Awakening, I'm not there yet.
Yeah. All right. So before we head out, I gotta ask now. Shadow, Eminence, and Shadow. You finished it?
Yeah. I got 2 episodes left.
Damn it, dude! How? It's been. I feel like it's been ages since we've talked about this. You're still 2 episodes behind.
Just 2 episodes. This is the last week.
Okay.
We doubling up Friday, but what happened was, did some Oshinoko. Finished Oshinoko.
Oh, you like the ending?
Yeah. Well.
Ruby got the eyes.
Anime. The anime.
Yeah.
Finished the anime. Wait. The ending was. Okay. Wait.
She got the eyes, bro. That was cool. She awakened.
I'm talking about a cutscene. The extra scene after the fact.
Oh, the guy, the killer.
The guy that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it looked a lot like Aqua.
Yeah, it looked like Aqua's dad, or like Aqua's older brother, or just somebody related to Aqua.
I was like, huh? So I'm really excited for season 3. Really excited.
Is it announced? Let me see. Oshinoko season 3?
I don't know if it's announced, but because of how good it is, in my mind, it has to come back.
Oh, it was officially announced last year.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, okay, this is too good to not come back. So.
Oh yeah, there's already like a visual teaser. Oh, it could be around the corner soon. Oh. Yeah, Aqua and Ruby standing side by side under an umbrella. Yeah, I'm down for it, man. I love Oshinoko.
It's already a very like just weird concept with just like you being your sister's whatever, and
like kind of like a crush. Then you get reincarnated, and you don't know. It's fun. It's a fun one. I think it's beautifully animated. Songs are cool.
Yeah,
Story is unique. Not a lot to hate.
I think it's cool. I like it a lot. I think they, even with the play and how they incorporated it seamlessly, it's just Oshinoko's fire.
So, what animes are you watching right now?
Right now we're watching My Hero, One Piece, obviously, Dragon Ball Z, Apothecary Diaries, Attack on Titan.
Damn.
JoJo, Windbreaker, and that's it. And we're reading One Punch Man, Sakamoto Days, and Kagurabachi.
Dude, you got a lot, man.
Yeah.
So it's like a watching anime is like a full-time job right there. My God, I like watching a lot of animes, but I can't do it like that anymore because I feel like watching too many at once without it being completed, I just start forgetting things. Like, oh, what happened last episode again? Like, was it this anime? Was it that anime? Like,
nah, facts.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it's good to kind of like have binge sessions.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to episode by episode, but having like a nice binge session, and having it somewhat frequently. Don't wait like a month or 2 months, before a binge session.
Yeah.
You definitely forget, but just watching one off and just, all right, next week, So I'd say that. I'd say binging helps, especially for the older shows, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That works. With the new shows, you have no choice. You got to wait, but more often than not, it's an older show.
Are you looking forward to any animes during the summertime?
No, I don't even know what's coming. Well, Dan, I believe, is coming.
Yeah, Dandadan season 2. I believe we're also getting
season 2.
We're also getting the first of the Demon Slayer trilogy. One of the movies is dropping. Yeah.
Dang, this summer?
Yeah, summer 2025, and right next to it, Chainsaw Man movie.
That's gonna be fantastic.
That's gonna be a good summer.
And
bro.
I'm gonna watch the Chainsaw Man movie too, because Chainsaw Man is amazing. So yeah, I'm there.
Have you read the manga for Chainsaw Man?
No, I like the anime
Oh.
so much I was gonna just wait. So maybe we'll see.
You're gonna wait? It's so far behind, bro. Part 1's already over. There's part 2 and everything.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think that's like the main things for summer. There's also Kaiju number 8, season 2. Sakamoto Days part 2. That's in the summer as well.
All right, so there's gonna be a stack summer.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
watching all
there's.
I'm really excited for Kaiju.
Call of the Night season 2, Gachi Akuta, which is a another shonen manga. It's getting its anime adaptation during the summer too.
Yeah.
Togenanki, another one as well. Like there's a lot of potential heavy hitters in some. I mean, not even potential. There's just heavy hitters.
Definitely heavy hitters.
Damn.
Definitely heavy hitters. It's gonna be it's gonna be a good summer, but it's gonna be a very busy summer.
Yeah. Shout outs to the couch, man. That guy's gonna get sat on, man, for a while.
Very, very busy. Very busy summer, man. Can't wait.
Very busy. But hey, thank you, Brago, for joining me on this video. I freaking
Absolutely.
appreciate it as per usual, brother.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Any final
Always
thoughts?
really appreciate it.
Anything on your mind as we head out of here?
Usopp fans deserve better.
Yeah,
I do
dude.
think-
Like
I
everybody
do
got
think-
shine.
They're gonna get better. It's just
Gotta wait.
gotta wait.
It's crazy, bro. Like,
Unfortunately.
my God, Jinbei got his scene. Robin has hers. Brooke has his. Like, where's Usopp, man? I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Chopper scene pretty soon. You know, Chopper doing his doctoring. Maybe. Who else is here again? Nami with the shark was kind of cool already, but more with
Brooke.
that. If everybody gets their scene before Usopp, maybe that's just saying that Oda's saving the best for last. We'll
Maybe.
see.
Let's see.
We'll see. But thank you again, Brago, for joining me, man. He will be linked down below as per usual, y'all. And we will catch you guys next chapter. Peace out and take care till then.
Peace out.